Hello Year 11s. In this video, I'm going to go through the Combined Science AQA Biology Paper 1 Higher Tier. This Paper 1 is 1 hour 15 minutes long and it has 6 questions, and it's tested from these 4 topics on cell biology, cell organization, infection and response, and bioenergetics. So let's have a look at question number 1. Question 1 is on the infection and response topic. Bacteria can cause a variety of disease in humans. What are 2 similarities between bacterial cell and an animal cell? Similarities between bacteria and animal cell is that they would both have a cell membrane. Yes, that is correct. They will both have a cell wall. Now, bacterial cell will have, not animal cells, both have a nucleus. Bacterial cells don't have a nucleus. Both have a cytoplasm, yes. And both have plasmids. That's only bacteria only. So that's bacteria only. Bacteria only. Get rid of that L. And oops, didn't want the calculator. And cell membrane, cell wall, bacteria only. Or you could say plant cells do have it. And nucleus, animal, and plants. And where did that go? Question 1.2. Salmonella food poisoning is caused by bacteria in food. Give one symptom of salmonella food poisoning. Do not refer to vomiting or diarrhea in your answer. So there are several symptoms of food poisoning. These include fever, abdominal or stomach cramps, high temperature, sweating, and chills. Any 2 of these would give you that, or any one of these would give you that 1 mark. Now, as a quick note to compare the structure of bacterial and animal cells and plant cells, I have 3 images. It's worthwhile to understand what the differences and similarities are between these 3. So you can see in a plant cell, cell wall, vacuole, and chloroplast are unique to plant cells when compared to animal cell. And in bacterial cell, they do have a cell wall, but no nucleus. Question 1.3. What is the name of the first antibiotic developed? That would be penicillin. A child with a severe bacterial infection was given a course of antibiotics. Figure 1 shows how the concentration of live bacteria in the child's body changed when taking the course of antibiotics. So the course of antibiotics is given at 0. The concentration of live bacteria goes from 3.1 to about 3.8, 3.2 to about 3.8, and then decreases nearly after a day. So the concentration of live bacteria in the body continued to increase after starting the course of antibiotics. Suggest one reason why. Well, it takes a little bit of time for the antibiotic to reach the bacteria and to take effect. And at the start, only a few of the bacteria would have actually been killed off, so there is still some reproducing. So any one of these 2 arguments is fine. Only a few bacteria were killed, so live bacteria continue to reproduce. Or you could say there's a time delay before antibiotic reached the bacteria, or before antibiotic could kill the bacteria. After 3 days of taking the antibiotic, the child felt better. There were still bacteria in the child's body. Why did the child feel better? Well, most of your symptoms will go away when the amount of toxins or the bacteria is actually reduced, right? So bacteria have become immune to the antibiotic. Now the child has become resistant to the bacteria. Now there were fewer toxins in the body than at day 0. Yes, that would be correct. 1.6. Suggest why doctors do not give antibiotics to patients with minor infections. Now, the way antibiotics is given is highly controlled, mainly because we don't want bacteria that are resistant to the antibiotic to be developed. Right? So, to reduce or to prevent resistant strains of bacteria from developing, or to reduce and prevent antibiotic resistance in bacteria. Next question, figure 2 shows blood vessels using a blood viewed using a microscope. So you have 1.7, a vaccine will stimulate the production of antibiotics. Which part of the blood in figure 2 produces antibiotics? So what is this A to D that is labeled? Well, A would be red blood cells. B should be lymphocytes or white blood cells. Right, I'm going to label that as white blood cells. Now there are two types of white blood cells. Lymphocytes, these are sometimes called memory cells as well. They are responsible for producing antibiotics. Now, you'll also get white blood cells which don't actually have a shape with what you call the lobed nucleus. Right? These are phagocytes, which are responsible for engulfing bacteria. D is plasma. Sorry, C. D would be platelets. So which part of the blood will produce antibiotics? That would be B. Which part of the blood in figure 2 starts the clotting process? That is the platelets, which is D. That brings us to the end of question number 1. I will see you in the next video.